Hey folks, Quill18 here, bringing you another League of Legends commentary. This time I will be playing as Annie, the Dark Child. You know, it's funny, when with all the Han stuff, I was kicking around the Han forums at some point, and I saw a thread talking about, you know, the different art directions about the different games, and, you know, there's a difference in whether one is good or bad. Frankly, mostly it's subjective. Yes, not suggestive. Anyway, and one of the pictures they threw up as like a picture of an example of, oh, League of Legends is so cartoony and lightweight, was Annie. I'm like, guys, Annie is scary. She's terrifying. She's like the Child's Play doll. Like, oh yeah, super cute until she decides to burn you without mercy. Annie's the scariest. And apparently I've got the goth skin for her for some reason, despite the fact that I've never really played Annie. So I don't know if, excuse me, I don't know if there was a deal or something that happened that she was given away free, or maybe I just liked it too much that I had to buy it. But here I am, playing as Annie, and having a lot of chit-chat in the chat box, because I think someone... Oh, yeah, see, hi YouTube, yeah, okay. So yeah, someone knew that I was from YouTube, which is too bad, because this is like one of my first games after coming back off a holiday and actually not having played League of Legends in a little while, and I think there was probably a little bit of Christmas cheer left in me, so you're probably going to see a lot of missed last hits and just some goofy moves. Get that one there, that's great. So yeah, Annie. Annie is, she is, at low levels, in capable hands, capable of winning a game all on her own. Higher level, I think she's just a little too squishy, but at the same time, higher level, you know, again, the more and more skilled you get, the more crazy badass moves you can pull off. So, here I am at the bottom with Akali against the solo Nunu. Now, very strange here. League of Legends is almost always in a 2-1-2 laning configuration. The exception being if there's a jungler where you get a 2-1-1 type thing and then there's a guy jungling somewhere. Well, the enemy team actually decided to go 2-2-2. There are two people in the middle. There's a Galio and a Teemo in the middle against a solo Nidalee. And wow! Oh, I remember that part. I flashed in and tried to use my Ignite, and then it didn't pull off, and I was like, what? Why didn't it go? And then I'm like trying to get off my Disintegrate at the same time, and again nothing, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm really confused as to why the Ignite didn't go off. That should have killed him. And obviously, like, I was so confused by it that I turned around and went back to the tower range and got killed. So that was a pretty stupid move on my part. I will 100% take the blame for that. On the other hand, Akali got a really cool kill there. She was very confused, or no, Nunu was confused about why he didn't pull off the kill on Akali. Well, Akali leveled like 0.1 seconds before his snowball attack landed, and it gave her just enough health to survive it, so then she was able to turn around and kill Nunu. So that worked out okay on our part, but I didn't even get an assist, blah. Because of course I didn't land any attacks. I flashed in, and I could hear it. I could hear myself clicking on the, you know, on my F button for my Ignite, but it never went off, and that's too bad because it would have killed him. I'm pretty sure. Oh well, I'm pretty fail. Alright, so, I mean, everyone has probably seen Annie at this point. Lots of fire attacks, obviously. There's a few different ways of building her. And one thing in particular that a lot of people like to do... Have I done an Annie video? I don't think so. Anyway, one thing in particular that a lot of people like to do is get a point in her fire shield on her E ability, which is not that supreme of an ability. And what I'm doing here, by the way, which may seem a little foolish, a lot of times I wouldn't waste this much mana and energy hitting the other person, especially when it means sacrificing last hits. But I'm totally okay with Akali getting some last hits. She's a very, very decent carry character. I am trying... There's the Ignite finally, hooray! Since Nunu is alone here, he's actually going to get a pretty significant advantage in terms of XP. He's got a consume ability, which can allow him to heal up, last hit pretty reliably. So I want to harass him very, very aggressively and keeping off the minion line. I don't want him to get as much XP, and I certainly want to prevent him from getting as many last hits as possible. So I want to go heavy harass. I've actually got my stun charge here, and I think you're going to see me stop casting spells here and look for an opportunity to stun him just outside of tower range, because then if I can get off my Q plus my W, he will certainly die. So yeah, some people get the Fire Shield to help charge her passive. Her passive is every 5 spell casts. Her next, or every 5th spell cast. Here we go. Coming around. I'm going to land. Disintegrate. Alright, I'm okay with that. I knew that I was going to go down, but that I wouldn't be giving the kill to anyone. It makes my stats look bad, but it doesn't actually matter, because in League of Legends, you don't lose anything when you die. The only thing you can possibly do is give a kill to someone else, but Nunu never touched me, so he didn't get any credit for it, and he was dead, so he didn't even get any XP for the kill. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't actually get the kill, but that's fine. I mean, at least we're getting an Akali fed up, and that's alright. I think I keep talking about the Fire Shield and then stopping. Oh, the passive, yeah. So every 5th spell cast, she will actually stun the victims for a short amount of time, and that includes when she's using her area of effect spell, like that one, or lands a Nunu on, or it tibbers on people's head. Ooh, nice chase on Galio there, but it looks like he's going to be able to get out okay. And what I'm doing there in the fountain is I am taking the opportunity to get a few spell casts off to charge up that passive and that stun. I don't usually stay for a full charge, even though sometimes maybe I should. But because I don't want to waste that much time. Oh, are we going to be able to get the intercept off with Rammus? No. In fact, there's a fear that goes off here. I don't think he's going to be stupid enough to stay in the bushes.
Try to keep up. An enemy has been slain.
Oh, they did get Fiddles up in the bush. God, I wish this was a replay system. And our Xin Zhao dies to theirs. No. Xin Zhao? Is that who that is? Yes, I think so. And I've never seen this Teemo skin before. Very cool. The astronaut Teemo. And that's it. Oh, man. Han people, if you want an example of, like, super mega cute champions, you gotta point at Teemo. Not Annie. Annie's badass. Teemo is cute and... Oh, no, I remember this. Flash forward, get off 1 spell. 2 spells. Uh-oh, he's not dead. Uh-oh, 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 oh. I just played so bad this game. You know, usually I post the games where I've, like, done at least okay, so I can sort of demonstrate the champions. No, not this time. This is just me going 0-3 with Annie, who, that's like, wow. That's exactly what you want to do with a carry, 0-3. Although in my defense against one of those kills was just to a tower. That didn't really mean anything. But yeah. At least I got a nice try from Teemo. I really thought the 1-2 combo was going to be enough to kill him. Trying to auto-attack Teemo is never a good idea, because usually he can just blind you. And of course his auto-attacks are going to be much more powerful, but I had the stun for the 1-2 combo. Not quite enough. And of course, if I was good enough to remember my potion, I might have been able to survive long enough to do it. I don't know. Teemo is... That's all he is auto-attack, so once he gets into that opportunity... oh yeah, right there is when I realized I didn't get the kill on Nunu that time, when we were running around the tower, and that sucked. Do I have a stun charge up? No. I'm assuming they're going to be getting into their side of the bush here, and I'm just going to be able to hit them with some fire. It's actually going to be 3-on-2 here. I should have just advanced forward. Why did I stop? Probably someone in the bush, but... Doesn't matter. You know what? No stun. There's no point in the 3 of us pushing this lane, frankly. And indeed, I think Nidalee's going to go away. You can see I'm quite underleveled here. These guys are both level 7. I'm only level 4. So, I'm pretty bad. Nunu is level 6. And Galio's only level 5, so that's good. And in fact, he doesn't have a whole lot of health. Now, Galio is naturally tends to build a fair amount of magic resistance. But without the health, he's still going to have a hard time here. You can see one of the other things I do is every time I last hit a minion, I pop out of the bush for a second and then pop back in, just to reset the invisibility. A little more harassing Galio. I'm not getting the sense that Galio is too great. So yeah, here it was, level 5, a lot of times, I haven't played Annie very often, but this is usually where I've gotten the Fire Shield to help charge up that passive, and I decided not to do it this time. Because the problem is, yeah, it does help you charge it up, and there are a few nice situations where it would have really been quite great. Ooh, Galio! Stun, 1-2 combo, and Akali jumps in to kill him. Oh! Nunu flashes forward to use his ult. Oh, damn. Oh, that's not going to be great. Nunu almost kills me, and then Fiddles flashes in from the side to finish off the job. Oh, well. Yeah. There was some very, very... If you haven't been watching the chat so far, you may want to even, like, rewatch the video at some point, because the chat in this game was hilarious. Some people were really, whoa! Some people were really, putting on a good show. Oh my god! Our guy died first. That sucks. Holy cow. Well, that's what happens when you're tanking a tower at the same time. The two Xinjiaos. I keep saying that, and, like... Yeah, that's Shin. What am I saying? Of course. Yeah. Or Sin. For some reason, I keep doubting it. Every time I say it, I'm like, no, no, no. Sin's another guy, and... Man, I'm sorry, guys. This is, like, the worst commentary I've ever done. Oh, la, 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 la. I'm so lost. It's just been a while. It's first thing in the morning. I'm starting early so I can get lots of videos done today. And we're going to try to close in on Teemo here. No, he's going to be able to get out a little too quick. I may... No, not going to flash after him. He makes it to his tower. And there we go. Now I have my stun charged up. And Tibbers. Excellent. Just got to wait to get the right opportunity, and I will drop a stun Tibbers on his head. I think I'm going to drop a sight ward. There we go. Where is he? There he is. Come on. Just come out of your tower. There we go. Come on. What am I doing? Get in there, get in there, get in there. And bam! Alright, so we get ourselves a kill there. What was my logic in hanging back? Oh, I remember. I was actually trying to bait him out, encourage him to come out. Because the thing with Annie is, everyone can see when you've got your stun out. And especially being level 6, I'm sure he was being very cautious. So I pulled back with the hope that he would come out as well. And he did. And then Sin was able to initiate on him, use his knock-up to keep him locked in position. And maybe I, you know... Oh, Fiddle's charging up his ultimate? Really? Well, okay, I don't think... Luckily, we were able to see him. Yeah, Sin's able to stay out of range the whole time. I'll flash to the bushes. I do get feared, but that's okay. I was intending to engage. I just wanted to start from the bushes. Ooh, this is going to hurt from Nunu. Excellent. Good knock-up from Sin. Come on, I got to be able to get him. Oh, and we got to run the hell away here. Sin gets exhausted, so he's going to have trouble running away. Luckily, we do break line of sight. And am I going to turn around and do some damage here? No, there's nothing I can do, but I'm going to try to meet them on the other side of the tower. Are we going to be able to get there? No! Teemo gets one more shot off. I'm not... Okay, so it's interesting that Teemo's mushrooms are now satellites. I wonder if I could have done something or positioned myself differently to help there. I feel there's a lot I could have done that would have resulted in both our deaths. I'm not sure if there's anything I could have done that would have changed the outcome. It probably was. So what am I going for? I am going for... Oh yes, I remember. I really like Annie with Rods of Ages. Makes her far less squishy, which makes her actually a lot more dangerous because she can more reliably get off her combo and then, you know, fall back, and then she hasn't died at that point. And the question is always, you know, do you finish your boots first or not? The mobility is also really good, but I decided that going for the Rod of Ages first was probably better. And I think I'm happy with that decision. In terms of boots, I think on Annie, you want to get Merc Treads if there's a lot of CC on the enemy team. Otherwise, the Sorcerer's Shoes are good. And Galio is literally sitting right on top of that ward I put there. So he's going to suck a Tibbers, an Incinerate, Disintegrate. And he goes down. It's so fast. Wow, good ward. That was worth the 90 gold I spent on it. Holy cow. Because if we'd started a team fight and he'd come from behind and ulted on us, it would have been pretty bad, actually. But being able to kill him just like that for free, that's pretty awesome. Oh, and here comes Fiddles with an ult in, but I stun him. I do eat his ult while he's stunned anyway, but it stops him from chasing everyone. Unfortunately, Sin does go down there. But I think Nidalee and I may be able to push the tower. The ones who are alive are mostly MIA.